I have seen so many photographers who want to grow their business completely mess it up when they go to scale and hire other photographers. And so I wanted to make a video just on that topic around the 3 mistakes that I see so many people make that are totally avoidable. So that way, when you go to scale your photo business, you don't make these mistakes, because there's a lot of good things that can come when you scale your business. More money, right? More time freedom, actually building your business into an asset that can produce money without you being involved. Those are all really good things, but they can also, that process of scaling can also start your business along the wrong path, where you have agents start to complain and say it wasn't like it used to be when blank was the photographer, and start to get that reputation of not being so good in your area. And just as this business is awesome because good word travels fast, so does bad. And so on this video, I just want to break down those 3 mistakes, because really the goal and what you have to do to scale your business properly is you need to find photographers who your clients will like and trust, just like they like and trust you. And they're excited when you come to a shoot, they trust you. We need photographers that they can trust as well. And we also need photographers who aren't going to try to steal your clients. And so it's kind of at odds sometimes, right? If you have a really great photographer, why would they just not go shoot for your clients directly? And so there are absolutely ways around this. The way around it is not to not scale your business. It's just to do it properly. We've helped so many people inside of our forward coaching business successfully hire and scale their business. And so not only have we done this for our own business, we've helped others do that. And so these are the 3 biggest mistakes. Number 1, and this really sets the entire process into motion in a bad way. Number 1 is hiring a photographer instead of someone who has really good people skills and is very friendly. And I totally get why people do this, right? They do it because they're like, I'm super busy. Most people wait too long to hire. They're like, I really need to hire. And this person already knows their way around a camera. Maybe they've shot real estate before. And so I'm going to hire them. And there's 2 problems. If you remember those 2 things I talked about just a minute ago, it was like, you need photographers that are good and your clients are going to like, and who also won't steal your business. And the problem with hiring other photographers is a lot of times they're photographers, they're not really people. Sometimes they have an ego, or they've really got that like artist, I'll do it my way thing going. Or you just simply have to untrain them a lot of stuff and retrain them the stuff you want, because so many other types of photography are so different, right? So you think that hiring a photographer is going to be easier, and that's why most people do it. But I would say it's actually way easier to train someone how to shoot real estate, because we're lucky, we're in a really simple business, right? It's way easier to train someone to do the real estate and find someone that just has the good people skills, because like I said, the real estate's really easy to train, right? So you get that not so much working in your favor, as you have all those problems that come with hiring a photographer. But the other problem you get is they're already a photographer, and most of them have already shown interest in working for themselves and having their own business. They just might not have been able to find those clients yet, and so they think you're an easy way to make some money. Even if they don't plan on taking your business, once they learn things, it's going to be tempting to want to just work directly for the clients they already shoot for. The other thing, just along those lines, is if they were already a photographer, especially in real estate, and they weren't able to get clients, it's probably because their customer service wasn't that good, right? And so it's like, don't hire a photographer. There are very few times where I've seen that go right. Not saying you can't, but definitely don't prioritize someone with photography experience. It is absolutely a good move to find someone who has the character traits you're looking for. They're friendly, they're easy to talk to, they love customer service. And we actually look specifically when we're hiring in our business for people that have customer service experience, whether that was bartending or serving, especially if they've been paid in tips like they would in those 2 industries. Like, you need to find the right person, the person you're like, I'm excited to have this person represent me. My clients are going to love them if I can just teach them the right thing. So that's step 1 and mistake number 1. Do not think you need to hire a photographer. Hire the right person, and the rest can be taught and fall into place. All right, moving on. Mistake number 2 is not looking at enough resumes or applications for your job, and sometimes not even posting the job enough times to get enough, right? So the first thing we do is we don't just post with one job title, and usually it doesn't have photographer in it. We'll try a couple of different job titles and see where good candidates come from. And you want to look at least 100 to 150 applicants to find the people you actually want to interview. What a lot of people do wrong is they'll be stressed because they're ready to hire quickly, or just rushed in general, right? And they put the job posting up, 20 people apply, they find 2 good candidates, or 3, they send interview requests, only 2 are available, they interview 2 people and they pick one, and they're like, why did it not work when I scale? It's like, well, you talked to 2 people. Like, there probably wasn't a high chance that you were going to find a perfect A player that was a great fit for your team. And if you don't do that, your business grows much more slowly. Like, it's the most important thing you can do as someone working to scale your business, is really be thoughtful about who the people are you're bringing on. So look at 150 resumes, right? And look for things that stand out to you. Look if they did a custom cover letter. Look for those things. And then out of those 150 resumes, you want to invite like at least 15 people. And then that moves directly into mistake number 3 around recruiting and hiring, which is once you've gone through those 150 resumes, you want to do at least 15 interviews. How I recommend starting is with a simple 15-minute screening interview. So invite at least 15 people. You probably get 10 to 12 of them to actually show up for the interview. And so my recommendation and my rule personally is I never hire somebody without doing at least 10 interviews. So you're going to do that first initial screening interview. Hopefully 12 to 15 people show up. More than likely, it's going to be 10 to 12. Then you take those 10 to 12 and you don't just pick then. You do another round of interviews where it's a little bit longer, maybe 30 minutes to an hour with, 5 to 8 of them. And then from those 5 to 8, you're going to pick a good final candidate. And especially if you haven't hired a lot of times, you want to go more on that 8 side of things and have really good conversations, and even feel free to do a third interview with people. Like, this is a very strategically important decision. So stepping back, if you do these 3 things, your chance of getting a good hire in your business goes dramatically up. And that makes the future of your business dramatically better, because literally it is directly related. Your business success is directly related to the quality of the people you hire. Now, if you hire them, you have to train them well and manage them properly. But just from the hiring, 90% of it is already done. If you get the right people, everything else is so much easier. So don't look only for photographers. Expand your horizons. Look for the right person. Second thing is just make sure that you look at enough resumes and get enough inbound interest, even if that means posting multiple times, to be able to have a good quality pool of candidates. And then number 3, don't talk to too few people. At least 10 initial interviews and at least 5 to 8 longer form interviews before you find your final candidate to extend a position to. If you'd like help with this process, because it is a lot, that's exactly what we can help you with in Forward Coaching. We actually do done for you guaranteed recruiting. And so if you're in the position where you think you need to hire, or you need to hire, I absolutely encourage you to get on a call and talk with my team about what that would look like. We do this entire process for you. So we screen candidates, we post the job posting, we do first and second interviews, and we spoon feed you ready to go candidates that you just get to pick from and go, I want that person on my team. And the even better part is those hires are guaranteed. So if they don't stick with your business or they fall through, we replace them for you. And so you can talk to my team about the specifics. It's just like anything in business. You can do it yourself, but sometimes it's just not worth it. And so we've built, because we see how many people struggle with this, we've built our own division called REPP Talent, where we can totally help you with this. So if you need talent in your business, or you just want to grow your business, I highly encourage you to talk with my team. We'd love the opportunity to help you take your business to the next level.